Okay, since I made that first video after I opened my door at 11 o'clock, okay, and this is the typical pattern how this kind of thing works with me as far as like what it does to me biologically. Here it is, what, 1:20, and I open my door about 11:30, and then I checked that first video where I was extremely anxious, and then the second video where I had the burning in my nose sensation. Well, here it is, what, 2 hours, 11:30, almost 2 hours later, and the next symptom's happening, and that's my body. My armpits are sweaty. Now, I'm not a sweater because, well, my body doesn't kick out toxins. It doesn't have to. So, because I am holistic, this and this, that's what goes into my body. This. This. This goes into my body. So just a quick side note, I was really, really sick. And I went holistic, and I'm alive to be able to tell how I did that, because otherwise the doctors gave me a 3 to 5 year death sentence. But anyways, I don't use prescription medications. I use things like rubbing alcohol and peroxide and sage and peppermint and that kind of stuff to clean my house. I mean, occasionally, yeah, I do get like Odor Ban or Febreze, but, and, this goes on my body to help me sleep, and keep me calm. But my point here was that I'm having that next reaction to the exposure of this stuff. And that's, my armpits get really sweaty and drippy sweaty. And the reason I don't sweat, I can sit in the sun for hours on end, not sweat a drop, not a drop. But I get exposed to this stuff and I pour in sweat. Now my body's doing what it's supposed to do, and that's sweating, because that's what your lymphatic system does, is it is your means of releasing toxins. Wow. I was exposed to this a couple of hours ago. Now my lymphatic system's kicking out the toxin. Yeah. And this is like 2 hours. This was me just opening my front door after it had been shot at all night with this stuff. So, I hear it. I hear it hit my steps. I hear it hit the bottom of my screen door. I hear it hit the glass in my screen door. You don't have bugs in late March in Ohio that's going to hit your door. You're not. And they're not going to hit in a pattern. So that's that pattern recognition thing that I have. But anyways, I just wanted to make another little note and time frame as to my body's chemical reaction or biological reaction to this. And it's a beautiful day out. You know how bad I want to go out and just drop my top. Now I'm afraid to, especially after the other day, getting these. But who do I turn to? Who do I get help from? Who do I get to believe that I'm not crazy? Because, I mean, yes, this does sound crazy. Mel Gibson, yeah. Conspiracy Theory, his movie. And then throw in some Sandra Bullock with the movie The Net, because I know every device I've had in the past, 3-4 years has gotten hacked. Anyways, who do I turn to?